I want to introduce Connor Evans with We Do Weddings.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So Connor and Caitlin, who's not there at the moment, but will be joining us for some of these, are just brilliant creators. They are brilliant in the back end and the front end of the wedding industry, meaning that not only are they, elbow deep in wedding chaos and wedding dream making on the daily, in a very luxury, elegant, beautiful wedding venue, the Mamaison in Austin, Texas. Not only are Caitlin and Connor the dream team over at the Mamaison, helping to make sure that wedding dreams come true to perfection, but they are also helping to build out We Do Weddings, which is absolutely something I am so proud to know of and support and to get behind. This is a wedding venue to engaged couple matchmaking service that is different from what's on the market. I know that a lot of things pop up all the time, but this is venue owner managed and operated and venue team managed. So Connor, I would love for you to just kind of share a little bit about the Mamaison and how that transitioned over to you and Caitlin working so hard to represent We Do Weddings, which kind of focuses on the venues and the couples connecting.
Absolutely. So Mamaison is in Dripping Springs, is kind of known as like the heart of the Texas wedding country. It's so close to everything. And when we built the venue a couple years ago, we're almost coming up on 10 years, so that's exciting. But when we built it, I mean, we were one of a handful. And now we're one venue out of hundreds that are going in that area. So it's been such an interesting evolution and process to see all these venues popping up, and we're big, we're all about family and connecting, and we like to know all about everybody and each other. So there's nothing like Mamaison anywhere around us, which is great, but it's also so fun to see what's coming up and what couples are really interested in and where they're booking and everything like that. So then turning to We Do Weddings, Karen and Ken, the owners of Mamaison, had this brilliant idea a couple years back. And the whole really kind of starting factor of We Do Weddings was thinking about last minute brides, couples that were looking to get married in a month or two, or maybe even 6 months out. And they would reach out to Mamaison and say, hey, we want to get married at your venue. What do you have available? And especially before COVID, we were like, we don't have anything. So Karen was like, okay, there are venues out there that do have available spots on their calendar. Why are we not helping these couples find venues that are going to have their ideal wedding date? Because, a wedding date is typically a pretty special date, and there's usually a lot of thought and consideration that goes into why they're picking a special date. A lot of the time it's an anniversary that they want to get married on, or maybe mom and dad got married on that date 20 years ago, or, just kind of cute little details like that that really go into the couple thinking about what date they want. So then we kind of thought about it too, on the stance that there's not really any other helping tool out there to connect couples with wedding venues that have the date available. So we're not just connecting couples with venues, we're connecting the couples with venues that we know for a fact have availability for when they want to get married. And so then COVID happened and everything blew up. Calendars were crazy. And it even blew up even more to this ability to really connect with all types of brides, all types of couples, anyone who was looking 2 weeks from now or 2 years from now. And so with working with our venue partners, all they have to do is go and make a profile, and we can help update their calendars. And then from there, when a couple comes onto the website, all they have to do is say, hey, I want to get married on December 25th, 2021. What's available? Or they can even say, I'm not sure when I want to get married, maybe 3 to 6 months from now, and everything that is on the website that has kind of that availability pops up to them. And also too, they'll know that anyone on the website are people that we know, we love, we trust, and they're going to be good venues that are going to take care of our couples, because it's nice to know that you're going to be taken care of on the most important day of your life. So that's us in a nutshell. I could ramble on and on, but that's us.
And I could listen to it because you're being so modest, Connor. You all have done a lot on the back end to really update what you're offering, tech wise, what you're offering visually, design elements, innovative, creative. You're helping venues not in just the moment where that couple finds that date, but I see what you're doing on Instagram. If you do not follow the Mame-san or We Do Weddings, I will share the links in this video. Please go and find them, because the way they are supporting and loving up their venues on social media and showing these assets that these venues have. Karen has mentioned this on our Wedding Venue Owners Working Vacations, and I talk about it all the time. Every venue should absolutely know their top 10 list. It's like when you start to network and they say, what's your elevator speech? When somebody asks you, what are the best assets of your venue? Obviously, it's the venue owner. But aside from that, what are the best assets, or what are the features that get your couples excited? What are the features that set you apart? Every venue should be able to ramble off at least 10. You should at least have 10. Some of you have like 20. I think I was at one in Raleigh, Durham that must have had 30. I mean, they were like overload with crazy, amazing, gorgeous spots that nobody else had. It was the Meadows that had the bathtubs. If you saw that I shared, the bathtubs overlooking the Meadows. Anyway, another video for that one. But the point is that We Do Weddings isn't just setting up a website and kind of leaving it there. There's so much more that goes into really considering the venues, what the venues are offering the couples, and that these are small businesses in our wedding industry. And you can really see a lot of that love on your Instagram. I just really want to mention how important it is to support each other on Instagram. There are a lot of algorithms that when you start to dive in and you start liking your wedding industry colleagues and your wedding industry venues, and you're sharing and supporting, you're getting value on Instagram from that. You have got to take yourself out of the mindset of being an island and solving every problem on your own as an island, and knowing that if you turn that faucet on full blast and you are letting these opportunities come, and you're working with this venue and this venue and this venue, that you're opening the market up to opportunities. You are opening up more awareness, and just so much more value than if you're shutting it off, hiding yourself away on an island and thinking, I can't work with wedding venue owners. It's absolutely not the case anymore. Wedding venue owners working together and supporting each other is really changing the dynamic of the wedding industry. One thing I love about Karen and the We Do Weddings team is this isn't about bashing something and standing on that. This is about supporting the wedding industry and providing options. And when you have a venue owned option, I mean, that's beautiful. That's incredible.
Well, thank you. I mean, we could not be more Texan or Southern. Maybe it's our, I don't know, it has to be our Texas souls and hearts. I'm not sure, but we think that educating each other and being open with each other, because everyone struggles, it's so important to say, hey, this is not going great. How's it going for you? And then you get these amazing ideas from other people, and it's kind of like scratching each other's backs and making sure that everyone's flourishing, because especially in Austin, and I'm sure, throughout Texas and throughout the country, weddings are happening. And especially after COVID, people are excited to celebrate, and people want to have that really fun kind of experience again, whether it's a micro wedding or a full wedding. And, I think that the more we help each other, because there's so much pie to go around, the better off we all are going to be.
Well, absolutely. And not only that, but if we are closing ourselves off, then we're at the mercy of paying more for solutions. We are at the mercy of paying, $5, $8, $10,000 for this person to tell us how to do it and that person to tell us how to do it. Nobody knows how to successfully run a wedding venue like another successful wedding venue owner. And to have groups like Wedding Venue Owners and Managers Community, and then We Do Weddings and the Mame-san supporting other venues and supporting policies and practices being shared. I mean, Mame-san, Karen and Ken are they're putting everything out there, and they're showing we are going to support you all and support your success, because it supports our success at the end of the day. Because if we keep more weddings here, we all succeed. When I was in Charleston, I absolutely fell in love with that market. One, every venue we went to, most of the venues had this to say, Charleston first, Charleston first. And that is how they have developed into 80% plus destination wedding. And when one of them is booked, they refer others, and they have done a great job. And market-wide, they have implemented an incredible policy, and that is one that's unique to Charleston. They take the entire venue rental fee as the deposit.
Really?
Yes. So imagine what your clients look like when you get to that place. Imagine what your screening, validation, verification looks like when you get to that place. Imagine how your clientele value you.
Oh yeah.
It's not for every location, but my point in bringing this up all the time is that if the venue owners weren't actively working together and supporting each other, they wouldn't know that this is even a possibility to change policy together.
That's amazing. My mind kind of just blew up when you said that, because that's such a, I mean, that's incredible. Dripping Springs is not like that, but maybe one day we will be.
You know, Karen was such an incredible tour guide to help us meet the venues that were in Dripping Springs, in and around Austin. I mean, this isn't just a perception. This is who she truly is. She wants to see wedding venue owners succeed because she knows what it's like to be out there in the dark on her own with a huge investment, hoping it succeeds. And you can do it on your own. It has been done. But why? Why do it that way anymore? We all can share information and support each other and work together as a wedding venue network. And what we can do when we do that is unlimited.
I know, the sky is not even the limit. I love
Absolutely. that. I'm having such a hard time focusing on you right now because there's too much cuteness.
I know. She really is so cute. Like, I just snuggle her to death. I'm gonna be
And
so
just
sad.
snuggle her in front of me. Where's my puppy? I need something to snuggle. Mine are a little bigger than that now, and they're probably dirty because it's the afternoon, so one never knows. My son's obsessed with frogs, so my snuggle time with him is very much limited right now. He's very obsessed.
You like frogs too,
I like
but
looking
Daddy
at
does
them.
not like frogs.
Not necessarily being covered in frog goo or whatever. I don't know. He's, you know how that goes. So we didn't get to chat about everything we wanted to chat about today. We were going to do a Facebook Live. So I'm going to edit this real quick and then put this in our Facebook group so everyone can see it and get introduced to Connor. Caitlin isn't here right now because she had to hop on to another meeting, but we are going to attempt to successfully do at least one Facebook Live a week. There's so much information flowing through the group that it really is past time that we pull some of those topics out that have been hot topics in the group and kind of discuss them live on Facebook, and then have our group members kind of chime in and ask questions and have a little more depth of conversation with those topics. So that's the goal. And Connor and Caitlin have been so gracious to agree to participate in those. And we might add a few more people down the road. We might add one feature every week. Who knows what we'll do? But collectively, the three of us will, start to try to master the Facebook Live and get those together. So maybe on Thursday, maybe next Tuesday, we'll figure it out and we'll get those up. And I think some of the topics we're going to discuss on that first successful Facebook Live is going to be getting images from the photographers. That comes up a lot. And I have a lot to say about screening prospects and qualifying leads. And so this comes up at every wedding venue owner's working vacation. And we're going to tackle this when we figure out the live situation.
We'll figure it out. We're smart. We can do that.
We can totally do it. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. So Connor, thank you so much for being with me. And I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, but we'll get this published. And then if we have to do a Zoom once or twice until we figure out Facebook Live, it can't be that hard, right? It can't be that hard.
We have it. We will get it.
All right. Thank you all, everyone, for watching our videos, for watching as we share these, for putting up with my boring Facebook Live 10 minutes that I did all by myself earlier. And just a tremendous thanks for every single venue owner and management team that shares valuable information and has a true desire to support one another. We have so much information in our group. It's time to really kind of process this better and make sure that it's accessible and that you all have more access to this and even go deeper into these topics that really help you all out. So the Savannah Wedding Venue Owners Working Vacation is coming up August 15th. If you haven't signed up for that, contact me. Houston is coming up. So maybe the We Do Wedding team might end up down there. You never know. And then we have Washington, D.C. in October and New York, December 5th. So I'll put all of that information in there. And Connor, hopefully we'll see you and have a successful live coming up soon.
Yes, we will. And thank you so much again, Dee Dee. We love you and we're excited to keep doing this with you.
Awesome. Promise. All right. Bye.
Bye.